this week's newscast at arnewsline.org. After more than 90 years, BBC Radio 4 went silent on its longwave frequency of 198 kilohertz on the 27th of June. Although listeners in the UK and parts of Europe are surely missing such broadcasts as the test match specials and the shipping forecasts, amateur radio operators' fondness goes deeper than that, as we hear from Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, in this week's final story.
You can still hear BBC Radio 4 programs on FM radio, DAB, digital, cable and satellite platforms where the sound is clearer and does not suffer from Longwave's familiar imperfections. To amateur radio operators, however, the relatively scratchy sound emanating from the Droitwich AM transmitting station signal was part of the Longwave station's charm. Preparing for the loss, hams at the Radio Society of Great Britain and the BBC Amateur Radio Group activated special event stations during the week leading up to the final shutdown. Appearing on BBC One's morning TV show, BBC Breakfast, Nick Todderdell, G450, told the programme hosts that it was the older technology's ability to function reliably that appealed to so many radio amateurs. Nick said that many hams would, for example, use the longwave transmission's precise frequency on 198 kilohertz as a frequency reference when they were building test equipment. To hams, BBC Radio 4 was less about progress in the modern world than endurance through the decades. The only thing that endures for now on 198 kilohertz is silence. This is Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
With thanks to Amateur Radio Daily, AMSAT News, ARRL, BBC Breakfast, Broadband Breakfast, Collective Communications, David Behar, K7DB, 425DX News, Hawaii News Now, John Tubrit, EI3HQB, National Weather Service, Out and About with VE9CF, QRZ.com, RadioID.net, shortwaveradio.de, South Australia Repeater Group, Space.com, Stephen Wright, EI5DD, Wireless Institute of Australia, World Radio Sport Team Championship, and you, our listeners. That's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline. We remind our listeners that Amateur Radio Newsline is an all-volunteer, non-profit organization.